These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. There's a counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the hook. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot. And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Misses. Good counter punching. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's...
I need you to go back out there. I need you to...
The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Usyk. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here.
Same again.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the left there. The straight right just misses. They blocked the left there. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about fury in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So close for that uppercut. Punch caught him clean. That jab was blocked. Nice counter. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Punch, counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be this is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. Here we go, it's round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with the hook. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. They blocked the left there. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Deep down goes Fury. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about fury in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You don't want to lose this fight. Come on.
And there's the bell for round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They blocked the left there. Perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This fight has a real good flow to it. That right hook's blocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. Going to need a knockout. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Well done with that counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice defense on that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout. This is the 10th. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter shot lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about fury in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the... This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with that right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, Johnny! Usyk might go down here. What an upset! Let's talk about fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We thought we would have made it to 12. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this one. Whoa, wait a minute! We've never seen Oleksandr Usyk hurt like this before. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. A very competitive round. Did you see that? And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart.